All right, so let's get started. Going to share my screen first. And have our leaderboard to look at here. I know Erica sent her cart out and that person checked out. So tomorrow she will be at Success Club. Yay. So her little bubble will move on up. And then we've got Liz at 2 and Kelsey at 2. And we are coming into the last, I had to pull up my calendar because I don't even know what day it is. Few days of the month, lots and lots and lots and lots of time to hit Success Club. If that is your goal, help your 3 people this month. And so I know that we were kind of talking in our chat about, just kind of feeling like, either people are like not interested, wanting something free, and just kind of not getting necessarily maybe the feedback that we're hoping for. So first thing, before I really get into what I was going to talk about on the call, first thing I wanted to talk about is just kind of, again, what I'm doing for my March group and how I'm kind of starting to talk about it and recruit for it. Not necessarily in our group chat, but just private messages. I've gotten some questions and I think it's a good thing to just kind of go over strategy. So I wanted to talk about that super quick. So going into this last week before our groups kick off, which Hallie, I don't know if yours kicks off like next Monday as well, but I'm kind of assuming so. Yeah. Okay. So my strategy is this week is heavy inviting to that group. This is where I feel like this is the magic week. Like this is the week where it makes the most sense to talk all sorts about our group coming up. And I know Hallie and I are doing a partner webinar this week also. So I'm going to be sprinkling in some of that as well. It kind of just depends on your goals, but if you're working and you really want to hit Success Club, of course, signing people up as a partner, if they're a new person, signing them up as a partner is also going to get you Success Club points. So it's not like you can't talk about both, but this is where I would really be talking about your March group and what you're doing. And so for my group, we're doing Fit Wars, and I know Hallie's group is doing something where you guys are teaming up as well. And so what I'm really talking about is, hey, there's this opportunity to team up with me, like literally be on my team and have one-on-one coaching from me every single day, all month long. And normally I'm not one-on-one every single day, all month long. Like I do a lot of check-ins in the beginning, but usually that's not the case. So I feel like this is like a special, extra thing that I'm kind of talking about, like, hey, we're gonna be like a tight-knit group this month, and you're gonna get some extra accountability from me. Like if that's what you need, this is the month to do it. And be on my team. So you're not like joining, I'm going to put you on a random team where you don't know anybody. You're going to be with me and we're going to do this together all month long. We're going to earn points. We're going to win prizes. We're going to do the things, but we're going to do it together. And so this week, that is what I am really, really, really talking about. And so now going into kind of what I wanted to talk about, I know, guys, because I've promised you, I'm there all the time, and I sometimes have to really kind of pull myself out of it. When like at the beginning of this month, when I was like, oh my gosh, it's crickets. There's no one around. I'm saying all the things, I'm sending the messages, I'm not getting any response at all. Like I'm getting nothing. And then you start to think, is this working? Am I doing the wrong things? Like you start doubting yourself, you start questioning what you're doing. And I also feel like that affects the way that you show up. It affects how you talk in your stories. It affects how you post if you post. It messes with your head. And sometimes I feel like it can come across in your content also, like just that you're not as confident with your message. You're not as confident with your offer and with your excitement. And I knew that that's what I was doing. I knew I had kind of gotten past the excitement of the buy one, get one free year because that was such a huge thing. And I was kind of like in this, okay, like I feel like my offer isn't as good as it was last month. And if they didn't sign up last month, what's going to make them want to sign up this month? Like I started doubting myself. And then I kind of had to be like, you know what, Erin, they're not gonna wanna sign up with you if you are doubting what you have to offer. Like, if you don't think what you have to offer is amazing, why is somebody gonna wanna sign up with you? Get excited about it. So I had to kind of think, okay, what can I get excited about? Like, what can I start talking about in my stories and in my content that makes me excited? Because when I'm excited, I feel like that draws people in. And not to say I like, I know not every day is like rainbows and butterflies, and I'm not saying that like fake it, but find something that you can talk about and post about that makes you excited. And so this week, I think we're going to get excited about our March group. And um, I also kind of have had some questions or just some like, okay, I know you said like create this team of 5 people, right? So I need 4 other people. And where in the heck am I going to get those 4 people from? So first of all, it is super possible because you guys, we all have at least 4 friends on Facebook, right? But second is truly if you don't end up having 4 people sign up with you, I will team you up with other people in our group who are already in our group. I don't want anyone to feel pressured to have to sign 4 people up, but I think it's truly possible. And I think that if you set that as your goal, you can absolutely accomplish it with the right mindset. So, first of all, get in the right mindset, get excited about it. Think about why you're here and the offer you have and how much this has changed your life, and be in that right headspace and start talking about it. I feel like I've said this a million and one times, but I'm going to keep saying it a million and one more times because this is what I feel like is truly when my business changed and when things, I don't want to say got easier, but just it like started, it was like not that I found a secret, it was just that I got consistent. It was that I talked at like a broken record about the same things every single day, all day, every day, same things. And I stopped questioning what I was doing and what other people were doing, and I started doing my thing and talking about it over and over again. I say the same exact things. I eat the same things. I do the same things. And I think I just focused really a lot on what I was doing and less about what other people were doing. And I got excited about it. And it's that consistency, you guys. It's feeling like I've said this and I've said it again and I've said it again and I've said it again. But I feel like people need to hear it that many times. And I also think they probably aren't even hearing it as many times as you're saying it because I I truly try to watch all of your stories, but there are days I miss your stories. There are days I miss Leah's stories. So like I'll watch her stories after like missing them for a day or something and I have no idea what's going on. Like she'll be talking about something from the day before and I'm like, "Oh, I missed that." People miss the things that we say. They don't see our posts. And so that's why it's super important to do all of the above, posting and stories and messaging and following up. Because it takes so many times seeing something and even seeing it exactly the same way. Like, I've given you guys so many examples of how that has been the case for me too, like even in non-Beachbody things, but I think about how many times I must have watched Jess in her stories and in her posts talk about Beachbody before I finally decided to do it with her. Like, I mean, it had to have been like 1,000 times, you guys. Literally, it was years. So don't think that you are oversharing or that you're being annoying. You have something, all of you, that has changed your life in some way. And there is somebody out there that truly needs this and somebody that's looking for this. And if you're not getting yeses or you're not getting responses right now, you need new eyes. You need new people looking at your stuff. You need to continue being consistent and following up. But eventually, those people who aren't answering you will answer you. I just had a girl, I've messaged her. It's embarrassing how many times. But one time, you guys, one time she said she was interested. So I have followed up with her every darn month since then. I mean, again, it's embarrassing how many times I followed up with her, but she never answered me again. So I just kept following up with her. And then she finally just responded to me this month and said, I'm so sorry I've been ignoring you. I'm ready now. Like she fully admitted, I've been ignoring you. And I was like, oh, then let's do this. Okay. So I hope that that gives you guys a little bit of just encouragement to not feel like you're being annoying or that you're oversharing or that you're saying the same thing and nobody wants to hear it. If there's somebody on there who doesn't want to hear it, they won't watch your stories. I mean, and if they don't watch your stories, who cares? Right? I mean, you're sharing something that you love and something that has changed your life. And if there are people out there who don't want to hear it, that's okay. I mean, that's their choice, but they won't watch your stories if they don't want to hear it, if you're saying it over and over again, right? I mean, so what, right? Coming from the person who cared so much about what everyone thought, that's a big thing for me. And another thing that I also have not been very good about is being consistent about personal development and starting my day with that. And I know Erica and Hallie are freaking really good at this. Like every day, you two are in your stories reading your personal development, and I need to take a lesson from that. But that is another thing that I would highly recommend. If you feel like you're struggling with mindset, is get on Amazon or wherever and find a book. Just search personal development for business or ask for some recommendations in our chat. I have a document with so many books. It's probably a little overwhelming, but I think Erica and Hallie could probably give us some good recommendations because I think both of you guys have read a lot of books. But yeah, do you guys have any questions or comments or anything? I asked Hallie to speak next Sunday. I'm sort of getting a sore throat, you guys. I'm like, oh God, please no. I asked her to speak next Sunday about her takeaways and like what she learned at NLC and how it was and just kind of give us the lowdown. I thought I'd give her like a hot second to digest, and I know she's sleep deprived and all the things. So but I'm excited to hear all about it. I followed her stories very closely and it looked like the best time. So I am excited to hear. And then I can't believe she and I are going to be in the Dominican in less than 2 weeks. OMG. Just wait for that. But, right? Yeah. Like a week. I go a week from Saturday. Oh my gosh. I got a lot of things to do. Crazy town. Okay. I'm going to let you guys go. Let me get my boomerang up so I can take a picture. Thank you all for hopping on. If there's anything that I can do to help you, hit Success Club. If you need help with wording, if you need help with messages or follow-ups, please share it in the chat, ask me, whatever it is. I want you guys to reach your goals, hit Success Club, do the things, get that paycheck. I know we all could use, I mean, who couldn't use extra money? So I am always here and I want to help. Okay. All right. Smiles. Thanks, you guys. Have a great evening. Bye.